Hello, everyone. I'm Wendy Griffith.
And I'm Ephraim Graham. George Thomas is on assignment. Satellite TV, radio, and the internet are creating new opportunities for Muslims to hear the gospel. But in the Islamic world, not all churches welcome Muslims seeking to know more about Christ.
That's right, Ephraim. That's forcing many former Muslims to start their own fellowships. Gary Lane brings us this report on a growing movement that is challenging the global church.
What happens to a Muslim seeking to discover more about Christianity by stepping out of the mosque and into a church?
There is so much risk, there is so much danger.
Some people are afraid to accept you, for they have fear.
They are very concerned about what's the government going to say. If we are out converting Muslims, that potentially puts a target on our backs.
Rejected by traditional churches, a growing number of Christians from a Muslim background are now seeking to worship in their own way. Open Doors USA President Carl Moeller says it's like a fourth branch of Christianity.
Muslims are turning to faith in Jesus Christ, and out of that that movement is emerging an entirely new way of expressing Christianity within the context of the Middle Eastern culture.
Palestinian Samir Mohammed is a Muslim background believer, or MBB. He prefers to fellowship with others like him.
We understand each other. The Muslim believer meet together, worship together, and this is good for these people.
However, these communities are also at risk of misunderstanding important Christian doctrines.
As Muslims start their own house churches, is there a problem, or let's say a challenge, of possibly them becoming heretical?
Many of them, because God's word is difficult to get a hold of, find it easy to be misled and led astray by those that develop heretical or aberrant theological practices.
Former Muslim Rashid is the host of the Christian television talk show Daring Questions. He says it's not just a lack of Bibles that is creating heretics.
Because of lack of training and discipleship and teaching, we can come up with our own ideas, our comfort zones where we can please our former faith and our new faith and come up with a new mixture of the two faiths.
Some call this growing trend Chrislam, a blend of Christianity and Islam. Others refer to it as the Insider Movement. It's a practice where Christians from a Muslim background still attend mosque and perform Islamic rituals. Mohammed says Christians in the West are advancing the idea.
For me, I don't want the people, the Muslim people, to come in this way to Jesus. For me, this is still Muslim. We are a new people in Jesus. No Islam more, no Muhammad, no Quran. We don't believe this is from the Satan. For me, this is not from God.
If a Muslim believes in Jesus Christ and he wants to stay practicing his Islamic faith, it will not work because there are so many pagan rituals in Islam. Imagine bringing witchcraft to Christianity and saying, let's just do both of them and there is no harm and we stay Christians while practicing witchcraft. It doesn't work. So the same thing within Islam.
While he doesn't support the Insider Movement or Chrislam, BOM's Todd Nettleton says he can see the value of MBBs attending mosque.
They're able to lead other people to Christ because they go to the mosque and maybe they strike up a conversation. Well, what did you pray for today? And so they have opportunities. Well, I prayed to Jesus to heal someone, or I prayed to Jesus to provide for my family.
I'm an MBB and I still go to the mosque. What message I'm communicating to the Muslims? I'm telling them I'm still a Muslim. I'm not saying to them I changed. Jesus Christ changed my life. I'm a new person. What a Muslim praying next to me will understand. He will think I'm a Muslim.
Rashid says many of his Muslim viewers have embraced the Christian faith because they're not satisfied spiritually. They're seeking justice and truth, virtues they are not finding in Islam, politics, and revolution. Mohammed says once Muslims accept Christ, they need help growing in the faith.
You need to take care for MBB to give him the good discipleship. Jesus say, go and disciple the people.
A challenge for the global church as this new Christian movement advances throughout the Islamic world. Gary Lane, CBN News.